All right, so we are live. Amazing. This is really, really amazing. I've been looking forward to this section for a while now. If you're live with me, I want to see in the comments that we're live. Let me quickly adjust my lights to ensure that we're good. We're good. Okay. Yippee! Do we have people who are live? I'm trying to read through the comments. We are live now, and it's such an amazing person. Hello, Samuel. Hello, God's plan. Hello, Israel. Hello, Success. Hello, Obi Henry. Okay, guys, let me just tell you something. I know I didn't plan it, but while I was, praying this morning, I know it wasn't really a deep prayer. While I was just communicating with myself and then with God this morning, something just dropped in my mind, and I'm going to be giving somebody a gift here at the end of the section. But that's by after the section by 6. Somebody here is going to be getting an amazing gift, okay, from me. I'm going to announce it later on. But I just want to celebrate everyone here today. Hi, Anoja. Hello, Blessing. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Zeno. Hello, Anointed. Hello, Nkemjika. Hi. The Sabi crew is getting complete. So I'm just going to be waiting for a few more seconds, countdown, so that people can join in. In fact, today is going to be the bomb. Our speaker is right with us here in the studio. I am just waiting for you all to join in. Quickly. Go and call people. Go and call your classmates. Soft skill department, are you here? Digital skill department, are you here? Call your classmates. Let everybody start joining now, because we're starting in the next few minutes. So I'm getting ready myself. As you can see, my notepad, my pen, they are all ready. So I'm ready to move. Okay. So let me just quickly see the comments. If you're good to go, type in the comments that we're good to go. Why I read the bio of our amazing facilitator and speaker for today. Because trust me, this is one man I admire and respect on the online space. He has done a lot. I know we've dropped his bio on the Telegram channel, so I would not be reading all of his bio, but I'll just be giving you some touch points so you know who we have in the studio here with us today. Shola Animashaun is a multi-award-winning visual storyteller. He's a speaker, educator, and an author. He's a professional photographer and cinematographer that specializes in editorial, documentary, commercial photography, and video productions. Okay, so he's also into weddings, fashion, and a lot of also other amazing projects. So for those of you who want to really take this serious, I think he has an academy. He's going to talk about it later on if he wants. So Shola, please give us that opportunity, because I know some of my people here would really like to hop on it. Okay, so he has been able to work for clients in the US, in Brazil, Egypt, Dubai, Addis Ababa, South Africa, Kenya, to work, to name a few. He has worked with and photographed top Nigerian acts like Two-Face Idibia, P Square, Don Jazzy, Femi Kuti, Nice, Wizkid, Ice Prince, Banky W, Mawumi, Waje, Davido. In fact, just be listing all the amazing superstars that you know. This man that we are bringing here today has photographed all of them. Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, Sheisho. Go and check his page, and I'm sure that after this class, you're going to storm his Instagram handle, so you know what excellence is all about. It doesn't matter the niche, you can be excellent. And today he's going to be teaching us on something really very important: becoming indispensable in the digital economy. So whether you learned digital skills or you learned soft skill, this training today is for you, because the world has gone digital. Everyone is speaking in the online space. He has photographed. In fact, I wanted to list all the people he has photographed. I was reading the list. I was like, hey, Uncle Shola. Uncle Shola is the celebrity photographer. If you know, you know. All right. So I want to know if you guys can hear me. Just drop in the comments that you're ready. You're ready. Okay, somebody said I should wait small. People are not yet here. Okay, yes. So I know we have less than 100 persons. So let's just wait till we have like 500. I know that the link was just sent now. That's why I was, trying to stall a bit. But like I was saying, he has, also been privileged to shoot international acts like Akon, Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, T-Pain, a lot of all this Beyonce and amazing other amazing superstars on the world stage. Okay, so this is the kind of person we have in our midst today. He's a photographer per excellence. He is a leader of leaders, and it's such an honor to be able to host somebody of this caliber, somebody of this who has this such heavy portfolio today in our midst today. So that, guys, I don't want you to take this for granted. I want you guys to be ready. I want you guys to be ready. Your blood be hot. See, go and inform your people, your classmates, because I'm still seeing the number. The number is not good enough. Go and inform your people that there will be no replay. And when I said it on the Telegram, I know I've been giving access to replays for other sections, and maybe that's why you guys think I'm joking. There is no replay for all the sections today. If you miss it, you miss it. The only people I'm giving access to are my Muslims brothers who took permission from this class that they are going for their prayers by 10. And then one other person who gave me a very valid reason. And I know those people. Okay, so if you are not here, sorry, yo. Amazing. Great. So I can I'm back. Sorry for that. I had to check the link if the link is out yet because of the number. Okay, somebody says I'm a Muslim, but I made it here. Amazing. Thank you, Omo Labake, for this. It means this is really very important to you, and I appreciate you. I might give you a gift at the end of this section. Okay, so we're ready for today. Please join me, make welcome somebody I'm privileged to call Uncle Shola. I mean, I'm having access to him on WhatsApp space. That has made me a celebrity. So I mean, I brag differently now because the person we have on board is really an excellent, amazing person who you're going to learn quite a lot from. I'm ready personally. Please help me make welcome to the Skill Acceleration Bootcamp stage, Mr. Shola Animashaun, for the first section of the grand finale of Skill Acceleration Bootcamp 2020.
Hello, everybody. How you guys doing?
Oh,
What's up, Victoria?
Good. I'm great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Always.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Uncle Shola. I'm so excited. I'm happy that you're here with us doing this. And thank you for supporting and partnering with us on this.
Always.
Amazing.
Always.
Okay, so over to you. I'm going to be leaving the stage to you right now and going off the screen. It's your show, sir.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? It's such a privilege to be here. And while we're waiting for others to join us, I want to say that it's a big deal for me. Always. It's always a big deal for me. And every time I have the opportunity of talking to people, even if it is one person. So do not mind the numbers. You are here for a reason, right? You are all here for a reason. Do not mind the numbers. My story did not start like this. I don't even want to talk about my story. I want to get down to what we need to do immediately. But let me quickly tell you my backstory. Okay, I grew up in Lorraine. I was the fifth child, and I remember when I was growing up, one of my siblings always tell me that you are not smart. That you have to read more. You have to get it more. You understand. So while I was growing up, I was made to understand that I did not have talent. I do not have gifts, you understand? So one of my siblings told me that if your mates are reading once and they're understanding once, you probably have to read twice or three times to understand whatever it is that you're reading. Then I took that to heart and I did that. So after my tertiary education, I'm trying to jump so that we can get into the business of the day. After my tertiary education, I started working three jobs. I hated being idle. So I started working three jobs. The first one I did not count. The first one I would go to the farm from 6 in the morning till 7:30. Then I will resume where I was doing sales in Lorry. from 9 to 6 p.m. Then I will go for another, I will go to teach kids from 6 to 8. Then I will leave that particular place and go and teach again from 8:30 to 10. That was how I was living my life. This was way back 2002. So I was able to make some money, and from the money I was able to make, let me bring my camera. From the money I was able to make, I bought a camera. Now, the reason why I bought a camera was not really because I love photography. I bought um, I bought my camera. So this was the first camera I bought. It was an analog camera, and I started my career with just 5,000 naira. I didn't buy the camera because I love photography. I bought the camera because I wanted to document my life as a UCOR member. You understand? There's this big deal about NYSC, and if you start NYSC, is one of the most beautiful experience of your life. So I decided that I would do that. So long story short, I left to Castina, and while I was doing my NYSC, I was doing photography. You understand? But then, before leaving Ilorin for Castina, these were the things that happened. I realized I didn't have talent that time. So I looked around and I picked friends that had talent, people that can draw, people that can make slippers, and I was marketing their talent. You understand? So there was a particular day I realized that I was selling slippers in Ilorin. Whenever I see you, I will compliment you or see the size of your leg, and I'll be like, oh, your legs look fabulous. Slippers. And by the time I give you a compliment, there's a likelihood that you will let you will probably want to patronize it. So I was selling slippers for a while. Then a friend of mine started designing cards. You understand? So I took his card. I was taking his cards around, and I wanted someone that could buy cards for his or her customers. So I went to this particular place in Ilorin called Olasat. And when I knocked, I said I would like to see the CEO. And the CEO came up. And I was like, sir, I have a card for you here that you can do for all of your customers. And we could customize it. And he looked at me and he was like, young man, what about the same guy that sold me this slippers? I said, oh, wow. Do you want another one? And he was like, oh, wow, you're a good marketer. Come and work for me. And I said, the first mistake I made, I said, okay, how much will you pay me? And he was like, what experience do you have? I don't have any experience selling phones. You understand? And he said, I will pay you 500 naira. I said, what? I'm a graduate. He said, do you have a job? You understand? So I started that job, and I told myself while I was starting that job that this same place that I was paid, this same place that I was paid 2,000 naira in a month, I'm going to get times 10 of whatever it is that it was that I was doing. So the whole long story short, the same place I was being paid, 2,000 naira, they ended up paying me 15,000 naira, and I was making 5,000 naira from other places that I was working. So that made it 20,000 naira. Hence, I bought my camera. So after NYSC, I came to Lagos, and I looked for a job for almost 4 years, and I could not get a job. I used all the connection my family member had. Nothing happened. You know, you've heard that if you want, if you have connection, you will get. I have connections. Zero, nada, nil, no, nothing happened whatsoever. God had his own plan. So at the end of the day, I got an interview in an accounting firm, went to the accounting firm, did the interview, packed my bags. Immediately I got home, and my siblings were like, where are you going? I said, I got a job in an accounting firm, and I'm leaving Lagos for Abuja. And they were like, what about that thing that you love? And I'm like, what was that thing that I loved? Because of the depression of not getting a job. Just because I wanted to get a job. You know the definition of job? J-O-B, just over broke. Just over broke. You understand? I just wanted to get a job because I'd stayed 3 years without any job. So they said, why don't you follow your passion? And I told them that, but you told me that the best picture I had was the one that the head was cut. And they were like, someone cannot play with you. Is that how you used to do? So I picked up photography, and I never looked back. You understand? So that is my backstory. There were a lot of challenging things, you understand. My story is funny, lots of ups and downs. I had the privilege of working with international brands. I'm going to tell you all about that and get into the business of the day. So without further ado, although I can't see your comments, I wish I could see. I wish I could see your comments. I wish I could see your chat. But then I'm going to ask.
Uncle Shola, you can see the comments. It will really be nice for you to see the comments. because they
Come
are
again?
really saying a lot. I said it would be nice for you to see the comments.
Oh, okay. How do I see the comments?
Yes. So there's a place called, can you see chats?
Okay. I'm clicking on chat.
Click on
Comments.
chat. You see live comments, you see
Oh,
private chat. Private
wow.
chat is for both
There's
of
a lot of.
us.
Oh, okay. Oh, there are a lot of people here. Oh,
Yeah,
hello,
there are a
guys.
lot of
Oh, wow.
comments.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, guys. So let me get to the video.
Okay. Oh my God. I hope I've not this platform is kind of new, and so he's going to come back again, probably press exit while trying to figure out the comment. But it's fine. We're still here and we're good. He's going to be joining me shortly. And so just give us a minute. I told you guys that today's section is going to be amazing. I mean, did you hear his backstory? For somebody Beyonce, all the big stars in Nigeria, and then even international stars. So, guys, no matter your background, you can still come up to record the kind of amazing success that you want. Yeah, we have you back.
Guys, I apologize. I'm not
Oh,
going to look at
great.
the comment again. I'm just going to concentrate. You understand? Okay, so let
Okay.
me let, let me start the gig right now. Let me introduce myself the way normally I will introduce myself when I'm starting a conference or a seminar or a webinar. Good. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shola Animashaun. I am a visual storyteller and I help businesses, brand increase their bottom line via creating visual storytelling with photos and video. With photos and video. Over the years, I've been privileged and had the opportunity of working with international brands like Canon, Canon, Google, British Council, and LG. And you've heard my bio. Let's not get into that. Let's jump into the business of the day. So the topic I was given is becoming indispensable in the digital world. Becoming indispensable in the digital world. So see, I'm not going to bother you with jargons. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to be real as possible. I don't want to waste your time. You understand? Before you become indispensable in the digital world, you need to have done your assignment. There are some qualities that will be in you that people cannot live without. You understand? Such that by the time you come out there, people will think that you are an overnight success. But before you become something like overnight success, you will have had years of ups and downs. You understand? Right now, let me quickly give a shout out to Skill Factory Africa, without which we'll probably not be having this. Victoria, you and your team, I want to say an amazing job you're doing. I wish when I was 20 years younger, when I was 20 years younger, 10 years younger, I had this opportunity, my life would have been better than what it is right now. Good. So, what you will learn in this particular training, you will learn how to be unique, going digital in your digital space. You are going to learn how to be unique. I'm going to show you, I'm going to teach you one or two things, you understand? Then you will learn how to leverage your uniqueness, you understand, to be indispensable in your digital space. In your digital space. So what is the topic again? Becoming indispensable. What? In the digital world. There are two salient words here. Oh, before I go on, do you have a pen and a paper? If you have a pen and paper, can I see your hands up? It's not that I can see your hands really, but then let me see your hands up. If you have a pen and a paper, you must have a pen and paper. You know what? I have a pen and a paper here because every time I communicate with people, I write. You understand? When you learn, you teach. When you have, you give. So right now, I'm giving from the maybe the small knowledge that I have about the things that I'm doing. You understand? So if you have a pen and paper, it is very important that you have one. Or if you have a phone that you can write these things on, please do that. Good. So there are two salient words here. Becoming indispensable in the digital world. Indispensable and digital world. Why does indispensable sound like Indaboski? Anyway, let's move ahead. Becoming indispensable in the digital world. What is the meaning of indispensable? Can anybody tell me the meaning of indispensable? Can you put it in the comments? Can we know what the meaning of indispensable is? If you know. Now, one of the reasons why you should write is because the faintest ink is what is stronger than the brightest memory. You will forget some of the things that you were taught. The things that you were taught 5 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, you will forget some of the things that you were taught. But then when you write it down, you can always go back to it and what and revert back to it. So, what is the meaning? In your own words, what is the meaning of indispensable? Can you quickly tell me? Good. Indispensable. Can't do without. Thank you very much, Mr. God's plan. Oh, wow. That is God's plan promise. Wow. That's a great name. So, indispensable, what does indispensable mean? So, indispensable means one, absolutely necessary. We're going to have an amazing time. Absolutely necessary. Indispensable means absolutely necessary. It means something that is very essential. It means something that is crucial, something that is key. It means something that is required. So if you want to be indispensable in the digital world, you need to be indispensable. If you want to be indispensable in the digital world, you need to be absolutely necessary. Your service, the service that you're providing, your skill, your personality, your own person, your brand needs to be absolutely necessary, essential for what everybody wants, essential. You need to be required. You are imperative, high priority, and you know what? You are consequential. That is what indispensable means. That's what indispensable means. So, to be indispensable, there are facts that you need to be aware of. To be indispensable is something one can't do without. God bless you, Samuel. That besides, that is my Christian name, Samuel, and that is my son's name too. So to be indispensable means that one can't do without you. So when you cook a food, it is a must that most times, except you have a condition, you will put salt in your food. If not, it will be tasteless. Most times when you eat, water is indispensable. You have to drink so that you don't choke. You understand? So, to be indispensable, there are some facts that you can't do without. It's a must. You must have that. So, truth be told, you can't be indispensable to everybody. No, you can't be indispensable to everybody. You cannot be indispensable to every brand. Please write if you can. You can't be indispensable to everybody. You can't be indispensable to every brand. You can't be indispensable to every industry. Now you cannot be indispensable to every platform. You understand? I know some of you are some of you are on Instagram, some of you are on LinkedIn. Sorry, some of you are on Instagram, some of you are on LinkedIn, some of you are on Twitter, some of you are on Facebook. I'm on all these platforms. But see, there's a leverage that you have in one particular place than the other. You understand? There are some particular places that more clients will interact with you. They will see what you do. They will engage with you. Besides, you can monetize from that. So the fact about you being indispensable is that you can't be indispensable to everybody. You can't be indispensable to every platform. You can't be indispensable to every industry, and you can't be indispensable to every brand. So, to be indispensable, the reason why I'm using this word is because you get a clear knowledge, a clear meaning of the things that we're talking about. You understand? Because where we're going eventually is the digital world. You understand? Where when they mention your name, oh, come, let me quickly tell you a story. There was an event that I went for, and the speaker was speaking, and he said, "What are you number one at?" And the whole hall went silent. What are you number one at? Then the man said, "If they mention 3 people in your industry, will your name be there?" I sat down and I was thinking. He said, "In fact, if they mention 5 people in your industry, will your name be there?" Let's leave 5. If they mention top 10 people in your industry, would your name be relevant? And I sat down and I was thinking about my life. When I got home, I went back to the drawing board. You must be indispensable at something. You must be indispensable with a brand. You must be indispensable with some skill set, so that when anybody mentions you, they can call your name. Let me make a quick analogy. When Jesus Christ started his ministry and he was shouting, "Ni orita meta," like, the kingdom of God is coming. There is a part in the Bible that says, there was a man in the Bible that says, "Who is that shouting?" And the son answered him. He said, "It is Jesus." One, son of Joseph. Two, the what? The carpenter. He was known with something. So to be indispensable, you have to be known with one thing. So in the knowledge of you being known with a thing or for some things, I do photography, I do video documentary, and I've been able to do that all over the world, a few places all over the world though. You understand? And one of the reasons why I have this opportunity is because I am known for one thing. Then I stepped up. Now, to be known for one thing, it is called you having a niche. You have to pick a niche. You have to pick a space. You have to pick an industry that you will absolutely be indispensable. I am one of the go-to names when it comes to entrepreneurship in my industry. When it comes to photography training in my industry, I'm one of the go-to names. Why? How? Because of the things that I listened to when I went to seminars. You understand? That guy said, "What are you number one at?" So when I sat down, I'm like, "See, I may not be the number one photographer in Nigeria, but can I find a small niche that when they mention people's name, I would be number one when you check?" So I picked one or two things. I'm going to share that with you later. That when you check, there's a likability that our brand is number one on Google, page one, number one on Google. And I will teach you what we did to make that happen. Why? Because we paid attention to details. Good. So exactly what is the niche? Do you know what a niche is? If you know what a niche is, can I have it in the comments? Do you know what a niche is? Niche is Niche. Niche. Niche is Niche. Oh, okay. Niche is Niche. Okay, so if it looks as if I'm looking at my screen, it's because I have my notes. You understand? And I have to revert to my notes. I apologize though. Anyway, good. So niche. What is a niche? A niche is a focused, targeted area you serve particularly. A niche is a focused, targeted area you serve particularly. You understand? So, in my own industry, my niche is photography. My industry is photography industry. But my niche will be my specialty. Who are the people that I particularly care for? You understand? Now, when you're starting any business, it is expected that you pick something that you love to do and you focus on it. I will share with you how you can find your niche, how you can focus on your niche, so that when you go digital, there's a likability that you go global. You understand? So, in my own industry, for example, if you're talking about niche, which is photography, the first thing that I started with was documentary. I started photography sleeping in a bus. The first assignment, the first official assignment I got was Globalcom Campus Storm. Globalcom Campus Storm had the likes of Jimmy Jat, had OK Bakassi, had Basket Mouth, had Face of Plantation Boys, had Rugged Man. So wherever we were, this was like 15 years ago. So wherever the bus moves from Lagos, travels to Abuja, whenever it gets to where it was docking, I'll stay in the bus and sleep over in the bus. Why? Because I did not have a room. You understand? So I started photography, documentary, documenting events for Globalcom. You understand? Now, see, I told you that I turned down accounting to pick up photography, right? Now, see, the amount that I was paid as a photographer doing that project is the amount that I will be paid in a month as an accountant. Let me come again. So the amount that I was paid, that I will be paid as an accountant in a month, is what I get paid if I work a day as a photographer. So while I was doing that project, we did 8 locations. That means I earned 8 times as much as I would have earned as an accountant. There's a reason why they tell you to follow your dream. It's because your dream knows its way. Good. So when you're following your, when you're jumping on any niche, you have to be specific about the people that you are creating products and services for. So quickly, let me share with you steps you can take to find your niche right now. To be very good at anything, you understand, you have to find a niche. So quickly, and in the comments, let's do this. Let's do a quick exercise. I'm going to mention brands, and you are going to tell me the industry that they function as. I'm going to mention names too. So for example, now, if I mention Shola Animashaun, you probably mention photography, right? Are you ready? If you're ready, let me see it in the comments. Let me see it in the comments. Oh, yeah, if you're ready, let me see it in the comments. Let me see in the comments if you're ready. Good, good. If you're ready, let's do this. So I'm going to mention names and you are going to tell me what industry they are in. So if I mention Tiwa Savage, what industry is Tiwa Savage? What kind of genre of music does she sing? I'm in the comment section. Yes, yes, we're ready, we're ready. Tijaja, Mimi, yes, good, we're ready. So if I mention Tiwa Savage, what does she do? Good. Yeah, entertainment. If I mention Snoop Dogg, what kind of music does Snoop Dogg do? What kind of music does Snoop Dogg do? Yes, yes, yes. Music industry, rap, yes. Snoop Dogg, right? Good. So when I mention Nike, good, very good. Thank you. You guys are smart. When I mention Nike, what brand, what space does Nike function? Nike, the brand. What brand? Shoes. Thank you, Victor. Shoes. Good. So when I mention, if I mention Donald Trump, if I mention Donald Trump, what brand does Donald Trump function? I mean, what industry? Donald Trump. Yes. So Nike, fashion, shoe. Yeah, good. Donald Trump. Tell me, Donald Trump. If I mention Donald Trump, what industry does Donald Trump function? And this is for who? Politics. Good. Presidency, politics, fantastic. If I mention Olamide Bado, what would you say about him? What industry, what niche, what genre of music does he do? I said Donald Trump, someone said Forex. You may not be wrong, you may not be wrong. Good. Fantastic. Let me see. Okay. I've gotten back to my screen. Good. So, steps you can do to find your niche. Number one, identify the talent that you have. Identify the talent, the passion, the skills that you have. Identify the talents that you have. So see, someone said that dreams are not what you have when you sleep. Dreams are what you have and you can't go back and sleep. Dreams are what you have and you wake up and you start working like a madman. There was a book I read. I didn't read more than chapter 2. I think I read that book maybe 12 or 15 years ago. Let me tell you the title. It's called Eat That Frog. Eat That Frog. Then another one is How to Make Friends and Influence People. Eat That Frog and How to Make Friends and Influence. I could not just sit down. I'm like, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. So you have to find your niche, the niche that you will focus. So why do you really need to find a niche? Let me tell you. If you do not find a niche before you start the business and you think because people are making money from the business, you can just jump into it. When things are tough, you will drop out of it. Times are tough. There is an adage in Yoruba that says, Toriba penle adire. What I just said just means surulere. You know what surulere means? It means patience has a virtue. There is a reason why you need to take a list of all the talents that you have, of all the passion that you have, of all your excitement with a particular with a particular hobby that you have. So, what you do for me right now, or for yourself, is this: make a list of 10 top interests that you have. There's a reason why people that succeeded in whatever they are doing. I can tell you how many times I failed. I can tell you the places I've been. I can tell you the opportunities I'm having. I can tell you the projects I'm doing that BBC called me. That I can tell you all of that. It's basically because I niched what I'm doing. So you are going to write right now, note it down. 10 ideas, 10 things that you are excited about, 10 things that you are passionate, your passion areas. Write it down immediately. 10 passion areas. Write it down. We'll go back to that. So, out of the above talents that you have listed, which one do you enjoy doing most? Out of all the things that you have listed. So, when I could not find a job, I was working for free for someone, you understand, and I was doing photography. My heart was not there, but I was showing up and I was doing it. Now, maybe what you don't know is this: 70% of your success is reliant on you showing up. But how would you show up when you are not excited? If you're only showing up because of the money, you're totally missed it. So write 10 things that you're really passionate about. Now, those things that you're passionate about, above those talents and skills, which one, circle one or two that you enjoy doing most, that when they wake you from your dream, when you talk about it, you are super excited, you can talk about it non-stop. That is another way to find your niche. Fantastic. Now, another way to find your niche before you go into any business is to find the demographic. So let's imagine that I'm a lady and I'm in school. This is what I will do as business. I will find out the numbers of ladies in that university, in that polytechnic, in that college of education. So let's imagine that there are 5,000 people in that school and there are 3,500 ladies in that school, and I want to start a business. These are the few things that I now understand that there are 3,500 ladies in that school. I know that underwear will sell. Why? Because there are more ladies. I know that sanitary pads will sell because there are more ladies. You understand? I know that makeup will sell. People want to look good. You have to find people's pain points. You understand? Those are demographics. Now, this was what I did before going into photography. This was my demography. Nigeria has how many people? About 200 million people in Nigeria. I stay in Lagos. Lagos has how many people? 20 million people. 20. Lagos is not a country. 20 million people in Lagos. So out of the 20 million people in Lagos, I decided to do more demography. It's called visibility study. It is how you will find out how your business is viable. You understand? So I now did my research. I now understand that when people fall in love and they kneel down and they want to propose, there will be a photographer. There will be a photographer taking a picture of that. You understand? There will be a photographer taking a picture of that. When people fall in love and they want to get married, there will be a photographer taking care of that. When people consummate their relationship, husband and wife, and the wife is pregnant, it's called maternity photography. That's another job for a photographer. When the lady delivers, that's newborn photography. You understand? When you graduate school, that is graduation. When you have birthday party, a photographer makes money. When you have annual general meeting, a photographer makes money. A photographer and a videographer makes money. You understand? Do you know that when people die, a photographer makes money? During the pandemic, there was someone that there was a burial that we did, and we made some good money. You understand? When people die, in fact, there's nothing that happens that you don't make money as a photographer. When people want to make up, you understand, they call a photographer to come and photograph them. So there is wedding photography, there is fashion photography, there is underwater photography, there is wildlife photography, there is travel photography, there is fashion photography, there is news photography, there is art photography, there is landscape. All of it, there are more than 80 kinds of niche in photography. The next question which was your number two, was that the next question I asked myself is that which one do I want to be known for? So that when they mention top 5 in that industry, they call my name. Or when they mention top 10 in that industry, or when they mention top 100 in that industry, they'll call my name. So I streamlined it and I checked it out. You understand? Then I picked a few. I picked wedding, I picked event, I picked fashion, I picked travel. And you know what? I make money from all of them. Good. So let's get back to what we were talking about. Demography. So that is demography. You have to know the number of people in your industry. Let's imagine that even if your industry is too saturated, can you still make money from it? You understand? When people go for parties, you understand, they do makeup, you understand. The makeup business is flourishing. Good. So from the above needs, you should ask yourself, What will people pay big money from? From all the talents that you've listed, from all the business examples that you're seeing, from if it is construction you want to go into, if it is whatever business you want to go into, from all the niche that you have listed, which one do you think people will pay top dollars for? If you are not sure, ask people around. Will you pay more money for slippers or flip flop or a designer shoe? You have to find out. You understand? You have to find out which of all of your niche people are willing to pay for. I found out in photography that some of the aspects of photography that pays the most money is commercial photography. A lot of photographers don't do that. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, in the bossy love. Anyway, so I realized that an aspect of photography that a lot of people are not paying attention to that makes a lot of money is one, commercial photography. You know why a lot of people are not getting that business? Because they don't have the portfolio. We'll get there. Now, another aspect of photography that is making a lot of money. I'm sharing facts about my industry. Is events. Everybody does events, or you can make money from events. But you know what? The one that people don't pay attention to at all that makes money is documentary. Documentary photography. You'll make a lot of money if you have good portfolio from it. Good. Now you now have to funnel down your passion to one or two, so that when people call your name, they can say, "Oh, that if I mention TY below, what are the two things that come to your mind?" Oh yeah, write in the comment section. If I mention TY below, what let me see. If I mention TY below, TY Bello, what are the two things that comes to your mind? What is TY Bello known for? Music and photography. Oh, boomba. You give us a clue. You understand? Music and photography. What kind of photography does TY Bello do? I am narrowing it down. You have to funnel it down. Photography and music. What kind of photography do you know TY Bello to do? What kind? What kind? Tell me, guys. Tell me. What kind of photography? Yeah, photography has a lot of branches, a lot of genre. Black and white, good. Black and white, yes, you're right. What else? What else? Tell me. It's portrait photography. Photography of people posing. People, fantastic. Ade, thank you very much. Fantastic. She does music and she does photography amazingly. You have to funnel down your niche so that when they mention your name, so if you're talking in Africa and you want to mention top portrait photographer, TY name comes first. You know why her name comes first? Because she has done portraits for a lot of celebrities, she has done portraits for lots of presidents in Africa. It is very important. She does document. No, no, I'm not saying that it's only portraits that TY Bello does. She does a lot. I've seen TY Bello at an event before. I've seen TY Bello at a wedding before. A lot of you don't know. I've seen TY Bello shoot commercials before. You understand? Good. So now I told you that you have to funnel down your niche. Now, another stage is that you have to now determine what your unique selling point, your unique value proposition. What makes you different? We're going to jump into that now. What makes you different? So by the time you now the what we're talking about, if you're just coming in, is becoming indispensable in the digital world. Before you get into the digital world, there are some assignments that you will do. You will tidy up yourself. You get your brand ready so that when you step out, people will be like, "Oh wow, this is amazingly in Daboski." Anyway, don't mind me. Let's go ahead. Good. So you need to find what you are unique at that nobody else does. I'm going to tell you what I have unique at that a lot of people don't know. And that is what I'm using to win in my own industry. And if you are in my own industry, you can replicate it. Success is replicatable. Good. So to be relevant in the digital world, there are things that you should have to be relevant in the digital world. This is becoming indispensable in the digital world. But to be relevant in the digital world, there are things that you should have. Number one thing that you should have is product. Product. Product that people are willing to pay for. Product. So let's imagine And can you let me bring the hand sanitizer? The product. This is bottled water, right? Good. That means before they make this bottled water, they've calculated the number of people in Lagos, and they know that people don't want to drink water from the tap. You know that you don't want to drink water from the tap. Why? Because you believe it is not safe. So, because you believe it's not safe, they won't tell you that water from the tap is not safe. They will only no, the other one. The other one. Now, they won't tell you that the water from the tap is not safe. They will only create this and tell you that one spring water safe to drink. They won't tell you that other waters are not safe to drink. Spring water safe to drink. Good. You must have a product. There's a new product that I saw the advert on CNN. This is the product. It's called Too Sure. This is the product. It's called Too Sure. Have you seen Too Sure? Do you know the company that is producing Too Sure? Look at this bottle. What does it look like? It's Pepsi bottle. Check it out. It's 7 Up bottling company that is making hand sanitizer. One road does not lead to market. Now all of us, this corona thing is. You understand? You must have product. They have realized that hand sanitizer will sell more than Pepsi or 7 Up right now. So you must have a product. You must have a product. If you don't have a product, this is a very good time to start thinking about the product that you can come up with. Another thing that you must have is service. So let's imagine that you can't create a bottling company, or you can't make hand sanitizer small or big. What other things can you create that is service? I don't have product. I have service. I run a service-based agency. You understand? What are the examples of services? Uber is an example of service. I interviewed Frank Donga and Kenny Black a couple of days ago, and I asked Kenny Black, I said, what is your side hustle? And he said, bro, he said, you won't believe. I run a courier agency with Okada around my area. I said, wow. He said, I make 1,000. That is Kenny Black. Kenny Black, the comedian. He said, I make 1,000 naira for each delivery. I didn't think of that. You know what I said immediately? I said, so imagine you have 50 delivery in a day. Imagine if you have 50 delivery in a day multiplied by 5 days. Do the calculation, my people. 50 delivery in a day is 50,000. 50,000 times 5. Do the calculation. During the lockdown. So while he's not on stage cracking jokes, making money, because it's everybody that he hates, he's making money with his side hustle. You understand? So, to be indispensable in the digital world, you have to have products, you have to have services. Here's the next thing you have to have: content. Content. Products that people are willing to buy, services that people are willing to pay for or get for free, then content. So every time you're not posting on social media, you are consuming someone else's content. You're consuming someone else's content. So anytime you're not posting anything, or so let's imagine that you're posting someone else's content. You're promoting someone else. What about your own content? How can you monetize? One of my mentor called me and he said, Shola, how are you doing? And I told him that time that I was not doing good. I was depressed. And he was like, calm down, calm down, calm. You know the calm down piece, right? Then he said you should do something. He said, understand that at this particular terrible time that we're passing through, he said it is survival before success. It is survival. COVID-19 is a leveler. If you're keeping quiet at this time, by the time COVID-19 is gone and everybody is making noise, you will be lost in the crowd. This is the best time to sit down and create. You are too talented. Create. You understand? So you must have products, you must have services, you must have content that people can pay for. Content, maybe video content, maybe online content that people can pay for. Oh, I know people that have made tens of millions via content that they've created online. So, how do you solve problem for customers online? You can't be relevant in any space. Uber does not have an official car. Yes, they are all over the world and they make millions, if not billions of dollars. Airbnb. They don't have any particular room. You know what? And they're making money from it. Think what and go rich. So there are two things that people buy. There are two things that people pay for. One, good feelings and solution to problem. I will explain that to you. Good feelings and solution to problem. Don't tell me a flight. I want to travel to Abuja. No, don't tell me a flight. If I want to sell a ticket to you to Abuja, I won't tell you that the ticket is 50,000 naira. What I will tell you is this: why don't you fly to Abuja? Like, no, why should I fly to Abuja? You will ask me. You have to know your wife. So the next thing I'm going to tell you is that one, flying to Abuja is safe. It's the safest means of transportation. Flying to Abuja is safe. You will get there on time. You understand? It's convenient. It's safe. It's time saving. It's safe. It's time saving. You will get to Abuja on time and come back within a day. Meanwhile, if you go by road, the next 12 hours you're on the road, you start thinking the next 12 hours. Meanwhile, it takes you 30 to 45 minutes to get to Abuja. Don't tell me a flight. Tell me the comfort and safety. Don't tell me a house. Tell me affluence. Tell me comfort. Tell me where my kids will be and will be safe. Don't tell me a cost. Tell me the knowledge I can gain and monetize it. You understand? So there are two things you tell to people: good feeling. You want to feel good. You know, when you enter Uber, most times you stay at the back, owner's corner, and you start wishing, oh God, let me quickly have my own car so that I can stay at owner's corner. It gives you a good feeling. You understand? And it gives you solution to your problem. Instead of you walking to from wherever you are to wherever you want to go to, you are in a car and it takes you to where you are going to. So where we're going to jump to right now is how to be indispensable by finding your USP. What is USP? It is your unique selling proposition. If you do not know all of this, there is not a way that the big brand will come and patronize you. There is not a way that they can write you a check of 1 million. I remember the first one. Let me leave that first. Anyway, your unique selling point. Let me quickly jump to unique selling points. Good. What is unique selling point? It means that what separates you from the whole pack. That by the time they mention 5 people doing the same thing, let me leave photography right now. 5 people doing the same thing that you are doing. See, there's nothing new under the heaven. Whatever it is that you want to do, someone probably did it. Your own unique selling point. The class has answered many of them. Oh, fantastic. Thank you for your feedback, guys. Please keep it coming. I love feedback. I love feedback. It makes me happy. Now, your unique selling point is what makes you totally different from everybody. It may not be your product, it may not be your service, it may be your personality as a person. There was a time I was talking to Maya Tako. How many of you know Maya Tako, the fashion designer? If you know Maya Tako, let me see your hands up. How many of you know Maya Tako? Fantastic. So I was talking to Maya Tako, and Maya Tako was like, Shola, you will not believe that the name of the brand had made me more money than the clothes that I've made for the brand. The fact that the face Maya Tako is synonymous to my brand has made him more money. So there is always a face behind every brand. You understand? But see, what is your unique selling proposition? What makes you amazing? Let me quickly sorry. Let me quickly get to how to create or discover your unique selling proposition. So if you have your notes, please quickly write. Now, this is where we are going to know what makes you different online. You understand? What makes you unique in the digital world, so that when whatever it is that you are doing, you can take it digital. You can buy this online. You can buy this online. You can buy groceries online. You can buy nose masks online. In fact, do you know that before the pandemic, Zoom was worth $10 million? Right now, guess how much Zoom is worth? $300 million. Why? Because they point. Zoom is in that space.
in that space. But because they've been there for a while, immediately the pandemic happened, everybody moved to Rome. From $10 million to $300 million. You understand? So one of the best way, one of the amazing way you can discover your unique selling proposition is this. Sit down, pick a piece of paper, call one of your two friends, and do what? Brainstorm. Brainstorm. Find out what others are doing. Then find one thing you can add. Let me quickly tell you a small story. It's called Tom Shoes. Tom Shoes. Now, if you mention footwear industry, let's quickly mention what are the brands that you know in the footwear industry. Quickly, guys, tell me, what are the brands that you know in the footwear industry? I know Bemi Soke. Bemi Soke is a shoe made by Bemi, the OAP. Let's start from him. I know Bemi Soke. Yes, which one do you know? Let me check the comment section. Let me check the comment section. Quickly, guys. Which shoe brands do you know? Which shoe brands do you know? Skechers. Oh my God. Unjideka, you are in Dabuski. Jimmy Choo, Louis. I don't know how to pronounce that name before you call me. TM Louis, yeah. Okay, Palaz. I don't even know that. Thank you, guys. Bet Bata, yeah, Bata. Itele, fantastic. Zara by Nike, good. Louis Vuitton, Adidas, fun. You guys are in Dabuski. Good. So look at that space. Now, see, you want to get into the space where Adidas is, Louis Vuitton is, Jimmy Choo is, Bemi Soke is. It is saturated already. But regardless of its saturation, there will be new people in the new market. So there is this particular company that they stepped into that space. And when they stepped into that space, you know what they did? They used a catchphrase. It's called, the catchphrase is called 1 for 1. It's called Tom Shoes, 1 for 1. So this was what they did. For every designer shoe that you buy, they will provide a pair of shoes for people that have no shoe. Probably in Africa, probably in Asia. You understand? So imagine if you're buying Adidas. The normal fee that you're buying for Adidas, I will tell you how I use that for my own brand. The normal fee that you use to pay for your Adidas, your designer shoe, or the one that you're waiting, the one that is on your list to buy, you understand? For every shoe you buy, they give another shoe to people that can't afford it. You understand? So their brand went from $12 million value to $625 million in value because of what they did. That was their unique selling point. That for every shoe you buy, someone somewhere gets to have a shoe. You understand? And they documented them. Oh, 5 minutes. My time is almost double. You understand? So another thing you need to do is narrow down your target audience. Please, you are not for everyone. Narrow down your target audience. We have a photography training academy that is particularly focused on helping to groom the next generation of photographers. You understand? We are not particularly concerned about people that have done photography before and want to intimidate you. No. How do we groom you from 0 to hero level? You understand? Now, our own unique selling point in our photography training is this. Our own unique selling point in photography is this. If you come register for our photography education, I will mentor you for the next 1 month. Shola Animashaun mentoring you, telling you where I failed, telling you where I succeeded, telling you the things that you need to do, teaching you how to do video storytelling, how to write your story, how to do your communications. Do you understand? Now, not only that, if you register for our own photography training, our own unique selling point is this. I would take you to where I work. Last year, Cardi B came to Nigeria. How many of you heard that Cardi B came to Nigeria, the big show that was in Lagos and that was in Ghana? We were the official photographer for Cardi B's concert. Guess what? How many people did we take for that event? 13 apprentices to do what? To build portfolio. So let's imagine that someone started photography. Let's imagine that someone started photography 2 weeks ago, and because I had a gig, an international gig like that, I'm able to take that person to that kind of event. It was not only Cardi B that performed. at that event. Cardi B performed, Burna Boy performed, Tiwa Savage performed, Olamide performed. Now imagine all of these people performing and my students documenting that. So by the time, let's imagine that you are meeting my student after 4 weeks and you're like, are you a photographer? How long have you been doing photography? And he tells you that 1 month. And you're like, you don't have a portfolio. Can I see your portfolio? And the next thing you are seeing is Cardi B. You are seeing Tiwa Savage. Proper exposure, amazing images. You are seeing Olamide. You are seeing, hey, where are the Malians in the house? Hey, DJ Coffee, Malians in the house. You understand? You are seeing all of this. Already, some of you want to come and join our photography academy. That is a unique selling point. Now, the second day, while we were leaving Nigeria, I had the opportunity of going to Ghana with the Cardi B team. I took some of my students to fly with me to Ghana. Some of them had never gone on international trip. Two that followed me, they had never gone on international trip. We before that time, they've gotten their passports. You understand? That is our own unique selling. There is no photography academy in Nigeria. I know. I've done the research. Why? Because I've been doing photography training for the past 8 years. You have to find what makes you unique. Totally. You have to analyze your competitors. I had analyzed my competitors. By the time I started doing photography training, I had checked. I was on page 13. And I realized that what my competitors did not have, they don't have content of their students every day online. They don't have videos of their students every day online. They do not post online every day to engage people. So on our own particular page, SA Photo Academy on Instagram, we post every day. So when you come, you get educated. My competitors are not doing that. Guess what? They do not have the time. So they're losing that market here. So when you search for photography training in Nigeria and you Google photography training in Nigeria, we will probably be number 1, page 1. Those names that you can find above us are the people that advertise with their name. You have to find your industry. You have to analyze your competitors. You have to list, number 3 thing you need to do, you have to list your strength. What are you particularly good at? So in listing my own strengths, I knew that I am passionate about teaching. I want to teach people. So if you pay for our own photography academy, we will teach you as if there's no tomorrow. What we're passionate about is portfolio building. What such that by the time you leave the academy, when you show anybody your portfolio, they'll be like, where did you learn? In fact, when you ask people where they learn photography and they mention Shola Animashaun Photography Academy, we've had testimonies like that. They'll be like, you're not doing interview again, just start work. We've had testimonies like, you have to find your unique point. 1, you have to brainstorm. 2, you have to narrow your target audience. Pick a particular people that you want to care for. 3, you have to analyze your competitor. 4, you have to list your strengths. 5, you have to know your weaknesses. You know your weaknesses, know what you're not good at. Now, when you know your weaknesses and you know your strengths, you know the one that you will make most noise about. You understand? So if I know that my weakness is wedding photography, my weakness is not wedding photography. Hey, Jesus, I've done a lot of celebrity weddings. So let's imagine that I know my weakness is wedding photography. I will call someone that is so amazing at that to join me. You know your weakness, then you find how you can partner with people to step up. I'm making photography as an analogy. It applies to every industry you are in. Identify aspects of your products and services that your competitors cannot imitate. You understand? There are some things that your competitors cannot imitate. See, if they try hard enough, they probably will be able to imitate it. Let me tell you one other thing that is different about our photography training. We don't only take our students where we have events. We take them for business meetings, for business brief. So imagine if I'm stepping into a multinational and bringing 2 people with me, and I'm like, oh, these are my team, and they're teenagers. I work with 16 years old, 18 years old, and by the time we get to where we are meeting, they'll be like, oh, what do you think, sir? And these 2 will contribute. You understand? Not only that, we do road trips, we do boat trips. What is unique? You have to find one thing that your company. See, you know your weaknesses. So the ones that you are particularly good at, you will now make the most noise about it as if you are the only one. Then you take all of that online. What is your end goal? You must have an end goal of providing goods and services to meet people's pain points. What are people's pain points? Let me quickly give you an analogy. At the peak of the pandemic, at the peak of the pandemic, people are afraid to go out and buy food stuff. I have a friend that runs a market called Abu's Market. All you have to do is make your order via WhatsApp. They will package the product, the goods and services, your food, and bring it to your doorstep. If you see the number of people that patronize them, because people wanted to be safe, you understand? They saw a pinpoint and they advertised and they got money first. Always to see, so to create your own unique selling point, you always have to what? Put yourself in your customer's shoes. So quickly, I want to ask you a question right now. In your industry, in your niche, and I'm going to check the comment section, what differentiates you among your peers in school with what you do, with the sport that you do, with the intellect that you have? Quickly tell me before we move up to round this up, what differentiates you? I want to check the comment section. What differentiates you? Yes, you watching me right now. What differentiates you? What differentiates you? Oh, someone is saying that I should calm down. Oh, and go. What differentiates you from your colleagues? You understand? I have several students, and I know those that are lazy, and I know those that when others are sitting down, they are going for it. I have a student. I have someone that used to be my student in the same space that I am right now. When she came with a mission. Let me quickly. Okay, good. Let me quickly read this. You want to break people's hearts with this info. Okay. Sorry. I want. Okay, guys. So let me move ahead.
All right. So I guess the network had to come in. The network had to come. Okay, he's back. Yippee! Oh God, sorry.
Sorry, I mistakenly see. I'm not used to this.
No,
You
it's
understand?
fine.
Is my time
Okay.
up? Is my time up?
But we really appreciate your time. That's why I'm looking there. Although they are begging for more time, but I'm
I have
considering
the
your
time.
own time.
No, my
Okay,
dear, I
let's
have the
just do
time. Just
10
give me the
minutes
time that
more.
I need to go. 10 minutes more. Okay,
Okay,
good.
10
Good.
minutes. Yes.
Okay. Hello, people. I'm so sorry. I clicked what I was not supposed to click. I apologize, people. I apologize. Forgive me, please. Forgive me. Okay, good. What was I talking about? Okay, so what is your end goal? What is your end goal? What do you want to be known for? I'm not saying what do you want to be famous for. You understand? Focus on the service that you can deliver. You understand? You have to focus on the service that you can deliver. Now, to go to the next stage where I'll be rounding up. Is the product and the services that you are giving, is it a nice to have or is it a must have? While I was doing my analogy, I found out that when you fall in love, you want to feel. Oh my God. When I was going for my NYSC, I documented everything. You understand? Maybe next week Thursday, I will post a picture, or if there is a group, I will send a picture to Victoria to post it in your group. I documented myself the way I looked. If you saw the way I looked, it will scare you. What is your end goal? Where do you want to get to? I was a kid from Ilorin that someone told that I had no talent. But see, if you judge a fish, listen carefully. If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, you know a fish is supposed to swim, right? If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, the fish will look like a failure for the rest of its life. Like, see, fish, that is your mate, monkey, is climbing the tree. You to climb the tree. No, that's why you have to take a list of the talents you have. So we spoke that to be relevant in the digital world, the things that you need to do is create a service, create a product, create content. What makes those things different? You understand? The service that you have created, the product that you have created, the content that you have created, are they nice to have or are they must have? So see, while I was doing this, I came with 3 shirts. I didn't come naked. If I come naked and I remove my shirt now, you'll be like, hey, no. You understand? It's the dress you're wearing is not a nice to have. It's a must have. The jeans that you're wearing, the skirt you're wearing, your underwear is not a nice to have. It's a must have. So you must start thinking as a business person. Is the product, the services that I'm creating, Is it a nice to have for my niche, or is it a must have? See, forget it. I am always scared to go and speak. I'm an international speaker. I've spoken in different countries. But see, I'm always, you won't believe, I've been up since 3 a.m. because of the apprehension of what I need to tell you guys. But see, this class is not a nice to have for me. It's a must have. Because if I was on the other hand and someone that has had the experience and has failed more times than I've tried to succeed, he's given me nuggets like this, my life would be better. If I can turn back the hand of time, I want to have a mentor that can show me the things that I needed to have done. So this class is not a nice to have. It's a must have. So there are a group of people online. There are people that make things happen, people that create things, there are people that marvel at people that create things. You understand? Now, how do you stay relevant in the digital age? This is where I will round up. Now, this is where I'm linking it up with the topic of the day. The topic of the day is becoming what? Indispensable in the digital world. Becoming indispensable in the digital world. So see, you don't only want to be relevant. There are some artists that stand 10 years ago that if you see them and you're like, this guy used to be famous. I don't want to be famous. I just want to be successful. I don't care about fame. But see, if you're diligent with the things that you do, with the people that you know Tara. What do you know Tara for? Please, makeup. Only makeup. Tara Feladotre. Only makeup. Chewa Belu. Music what? Photography. Kelechi Amadebi. Photography. And who else? Let's pick a random name. JJ Okocha. Football. JJ Okocha's is his nephew. What's his nephew's name? Nwobi. Oh, I had the privilege of shooting commercial shoots for Nwobi for LG. I'm going to share the picture online very soon. You understand? What do you know Nwobi for? You understand? Lukaku. What do you know them for? They are known for one thing. You understand? So whatever skill you have, it's not a nice to have. Even if it was a nice to have, can you repackage it and make it a must have? So to stay relevant in the digital age, there are a few things that you need to do. You have to stand out. You have to know who you are. You have to stand out. You have to know who you are. You understand? So while I was introducing myself, I told you that I'm a visual storyteller. I'm a visual storyteller, and I do that by helping brands and SME increase their bottom line. Okay, I have 5 minutes. Increase their bottom line via creative visual storytelling. How do I do that? It simply means that I'm a photographer and I'm a videographer. I repackage it so that it looks appealing. You understand? You have to repackage your thoughts. So to stand out, you have to. What was the first thing that I said? I said you have to know who you are. Take a stand on who you are. So who is Shola Animashaun? I am a video storyteller. I tell brand stories. You understand? It could be Canon, it could be LG, it could be Google, it could be British Council. These are people that I work for. It could be Hit TV, it could be Channel O. Do you understand? Who are you? What do you stand for? If I mention Victoria, we know what she stands for. Empowerment. You understand? How she's a knowledge broker. You understand? Another thing that you need to do is establish yourself as an expert. See, there is what is called general practitioner and specialist. So let's imagine that you went to a dentist and they told you to pick. We understand that your teeth is paining you. Pick one. This guy is a generalist, but then this guy is a specialist. You won't even know when he will touch you and he will remove that tooth. Who will you pick? You have to establish yourself as an expert. So to flourish in the digital world, to be outstanding per se, people must know you as an expert. Who are the experts that you know in your field? So pick a piece of paper quickly and write top 5 experts in my field. If you can't write top experts in your field, you're not serious. You're not serious. I can mention 5. There are some that are younger than. Let me mention 5. Kelechi Amadebi, T.Y. Bello, Frank Oshodi, Emmanuel Oyeleke, Jide Alakija, Jide Odukoya, who else? Plenty. Hello Photo. I can mention 50 names of students that are passed through me that are doing amazingly. You understand? amazingly. You understand? So you have to establish yourself as an expert. Nobody, Canon will not go and say, are you kidding me? Canon and international bank will not go and make a mediocre to create images for them. Not only did we create pictures, we are creating video content for them. Google, we're creating video content for them. A lot of people don't know. There's a vertical in your business, photography, videography. We're moving to movies soon. John Obidi, fantastic. Good. So who are the top people in your industry? You have to establish yourself as an expert. And before you establish yourself as an expert, you see all the things that we've written earlier. Those are the way to go. So tell me, who are the people in your industry? Now, another thing that makes you outstanding, that makes you relevant in the digital world is the currency of integrity and honesty. If you are not honest, people will know. People will know. There's what is called word of mouth. There are people that have not reached out to that. By the time I got there, in fact, get there, okay, they called me and they were like, you came highly recommended. By the time I asked who recommended me, my mind was on like, oh wow, that person knew me. You understand? Integrity. When you say it, let them find your yay and your name. Another thing that will help you become relevant in the digital space. So any brand, any brand that knows what they are doing, they are on all social media already. So let me quickly tell you what happened to me some time ago. Now, I withdrew 20,000 in one ATM, and I was debited, but I wasn't given the money. You understand? And that happened with different ATMs. Normally, if you go to the bank will tell you that they will sort it out in 2 weeks. You know what I did? I went on my street and I called them all out. By the time I called 3 banks all out. In fact, no, I called the bank that debited me and did not pay me. I called them out and I told them the ATM that I used. The bank that owns the ATM I used reached out to me. Why? They saw the followers that I have. And they know that immediately you said something negative, and some other people have different experiences about, and they start retweeting, they know that you're in trouble. Their brand is in trouble. So you have to be honest and you have to have integrity, your rock solid integrity, that if anybody is knackered like this, the head will break. You have to be honest. Now you should promise and over deliver. You understand? You should promise and over deliver. One of the things that I do as a brand, as a small brand, you understand, growing, is that when I promise you something, I blow your mind. In fact, I went for a particular conference, and that person said, it's a photography conference, and the man said, if you do wedding photography, how long does it take you? Okay, my time's up. How long does it take you for you to deliver your job? And people were like, a month, 3 months. And he said, can you ask me how long it takes me to deliver? And we asked. He said, the same day. How would you love for your wedding photography to be delivered for you the same day? Your studio photography to be delivered? That thing opened my mind. I'm like, even me, I was saying, wow. Guess what? That's what I do now, as much as I can. So it may cost me a little extra, but it puts me in your mind forever. So when anybody is talking about me and someone is saying, oh, that's Shola Animashaun, oh, that guy that delivers that day and it delivers amazingly, that is why top brands like the brands that bought Cardi B can call us. So as we were photographing, we were giving them content that they were sharing online. You have to be outstanding by all means. If not, you are in trouble. Why? Your industry is crowded already. You have to be outstanding. Good. So I hope we have made sense so far, and I hope you have done one or two things. Use your social media platform, push your brand out. By the time you have done all that we have discussed included, by the time you come out and you start talking about your brand, people, their word of mouth will shout and say, come on, this brand knows what they're doing, and they will patronize you, and you can leverage and make money. Thank you very much, everybody.
Wow. Uncle Shola, I don't know if can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
This section was explosive. I hereby with every power invested on me, alongside the Sabi crew, we hereby confer on you the Sabi Lord. Because I was seeing the comment section, you're like Sabi Lord. Oh my God, it was really, and expository section, you shared your story, you made it very practical as well, and you used your industry to really share very, very practical tips that can be used across any industry. And we just want to say thank you. I'm seeing the love here, I'm seeing all the comments. It's really been engaging from our end, and we just want to say thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you,
Thank you
sir.
very much, everybody.
I'm going to
It's a
send
pleasure
your
to be here.
link, the link to your
Okay.
profile on the Telegram channel. Guys, every one of you here, go and follow. I'm going to drop the link now. Go and follow because he has really amazing content. Learn from what the experts are doing. I read his bio and you guys were like shouting.
Don't
No,
only follow, please share with me. Tweet at me, share with me some of the things that you have learned so that I can learn from
amazing,
your own story as well. You understand? So,
amazing.
Victoria, I don't know. I
Yes,
don't
sir.
do this anymore. Can I? Man, I don't do this anymore. Yeah, but then let me do this because of this platform and because you've given me this much time to talk. Can we give two people scholarship? Is that okay if we give two people
Wow.
scholarship? Our scholarship
Into
is
your
worth
academy?
120,000 into the academy.
Wow.
Our scholarship is worth 100 and it's actually 150,000, but then we're given discount, so
I
it's
saw
worth
140 on your
120,000.
site.
My
Is it not
sister,
140 on your site?
it's actually 120,000. We gave a discount of 30,000, so we can for
Okay.
people that wants to learn. Two people, you're going to pick two people randomly. I don't know what you're going to do. You understand? You're
Oh
going to
my
pick.
God.
Pick people random. Then another thing is this. I will have a team member to share a link right now for you to join our Telegram group. It's called Creative Edge Africa. One of the things that
Okay.
we're doing is that we are trying to teach more people how to leverage on the skills that you have already. You understand, to build your
Great.
brand. And once we start, we are going to be helping a lot of brands. You understand, grow via photos, via videos. And I'm going to bring someone I hope, Victoria, I hope that if I call you to be part of my team to help people grow, I hope you're going to join my
I'm
team as well.
blown. Of course, it's such an honor.
Okay, so we're giving two scholarships, and
Yes.
for anyone that wants to register at our own academy, Victoria, you will create a code that when they come, we will give them 40% discount. This is
40.
just going to happen. Yeah, 40% discount. This is just going to happen
Wow.
within the next 4 to 5 days. No, pick the number of days. You understand? So
No,
you will
5 days
pick the
is
code.
fine.
Fantastic. 5 days is fine. Then you pick two people that will give scholarship to. Silver or gold, I don't have. What I can give to you is what I have. When you have, give. When you learn, teach. When taught, I hope will give. The Telegram group is called Creative Edge Africa. It's not active now, but
Oh,
we're going to activate it in a couple of days. Creative Edge Africa.
no, Uncle Shola, can
One
you
of my
send
team
me the
members.
link to the
Okay,
you have
I'll
can you
send.
send it on WhatsApp? Then after we're done with the section, I'll put it up on our Telegram channel so that they can just join immediately and it's easier that way.
Fantastic. So when you join the Telegram channel, you will see there's an ebook called From Passion to Profit. You understand? How I went from passion to profit, some of the things I focused on, you understand, to get to where I am today. And it's really going to help you. Come guys, join. There's a lot to do. So we've given two scholarships worth 240,000. I hope you are the one that will win it. You understand? Or
Who is
if
the
you know
one to
anyone that
win
will win it,
it?
you understand? Then Victoria will create a code, and the first 5 people that registers with us, you can go to Shola Animashaun.com/academy. I will share the link of the academy with you as well. You
Yes,
understand?
please.
But I will advise you to pick the apprenticeship. Any course you pick, whatever the case is, we will give you 40% discount because of this amazing lady that is putting this wonderful program together to touch amazing lives.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's such an honor that you're really partnering with us on this. I know how much your master classes are, your coaching section is, your 1 hour speaking engagement is, and you came to this platform and you still gave and overgave and
I
in
will
fact.
partner with you every day, any
Oh
day,
my
under
God. Uncle
any
Shola, thank you so
condition.
much.
I will team up with you to touch more lives. That is what I'm all
Wow.
about.
Thank you so much, Okushola. God bless you. Hello, guys. I just want you to type thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone is typing thank you, thank you. I mean, this is really, really amazing. I'm super overwhelmed. God bless you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, guys.
All
Thank you
right.
very
Bye,
much, guys.
sir.
God bless you. Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah. Bye. Cheers. Okay, guys, you know the way we're going to do it. So I want you to tag him at Shola Animashaun on Instagram. He's also active on Twitter. Tweet about this section, how amazing it was. Don't forget to use our hashtag at Skill Acceleration Bootcamp and hashtag SAP2020. So let's feel everywhere. Let people know what is vibing. See, you know the way we've been vibing in this Sabi gang. I mean, this is an amazing community. We're learning, and we have. It's like the Holy Spirit and God is just breathing on this platform. We found favor in the sight of these amazing individuals. These are people who have very busy schedule, but many of them have agreed to come and share with us. And when they come, they will drop something. Do you understand? I was not even part of the plan, and that tells a lot about social capital as well. I'm certain that Uncle Shola is able to do this again because of my relationship with him. He's somebody who I've been able to build sort of like a valuable relationship with, and I respect as a mentor. I respect as somebody who is amazing on the online space. So again, I couldn't have necessarily done this thing on my own. If I didn't have relationship with most of the people we brought on this platform, I would have been spending close to 2 million naira for this project or 3 million naira for this project. Even so, the money we spent was not up to half of that amount I called earlier because of social capital. Do you understand? So even if we're going to give all our facilitators very massive gifts, they are not charging me on honorarium because one of them, I mean, imagine bringing Okushola to this platform. Originally, we were paying like 500k. Imagine bringing Olakune Shoya and all the speakers we brought. Honorarium will not be less than 200k for each of them. But we've leveraged on social capital. So guys, beyond learning the skills here, I also want you to learn the strategies. I'm not trying to brag it over you, but I want you to be able to learn the strategies on how to be able to achieve certain things in life. So I set out the goal to empower the youth, but I cannot do it myself. These are people who have partnered. All the facilitators decided to partner with me and the team to make this happen. And so even in your life, even the goals you want to achieve this year, even the goals you want to achieve in your business, the goals you want to achieve in whatever thing you're doing, you need people. You need a social capital. Remember the training Chioma Obudimpa taught us in the soft skills department. You remember what she said about you cannot buy social capital. So guys, I just felt a deep need to share this with you because no matter the goals that you need, as in that you want to achieve, people will help you drive it faster. This is just a heartfelt gratitude to all the team members. You're going to be seeing their face today. To all the facilitators, you guys don't know all the things that have happened behind the scene. I know that there are a lot of amazing boot camps happening, but most of them are usually sponsored by big companies. But this is just one girl with her team members who are still young people who are just passionate about making change. And it's happening because of you. You believed in our capacity to give you value, and that's why you registered. And then our facilitators who believed in the vision so much that they said yes. They said yes, not necessarily only because of Victoria. They said yes because of you. Okay, so this is another charge I did not plan to make, but I just felt the deep need. Okushola has really, really inspired me, and I just want to appreciate him and every facilitator that has come on board. I will come on board. So see you guys by 12. I know it's already 30 minutes and 23 minutes to the time, and I really apologize that we took more time, but see you by 12 for our second section, and then by 3 for our third section, and the grand finale, the final section, yes, by 6 p.m. And we call it a wrap for the SAP Skill Acceleration Training 2020. All right, guys. I'm going to try to select my 2 winners later on. Okay, so bye. See you by 12.